My name is Mason Miller. I'm a senior at Archbold High School, and with me today I have Archbold head baseball coach Jeff Brunswick. Thanks for sitting down with me, Coach.
You're welcome.
So before we start into this season, I first want to talk about how last season ended.
We finished 18-9. We lost in the district final to Ottawa Hills, and we were co-champs with a 6-1 record. Very good year.
So going along with that, obviously group graduates every year. So how much of an impact did those seniors have on the team, and how well will this year's seniors be able to fill their shoes?
Mason Towns was one of our better pitchers last year. Carson Dominic was in left. Cade was our shortstop. Creighton Kern was our center fielder, hit .491, and then Devin Morris was one of the better hitters we've had in a long time. And obviously, every year you lose people, and big losses from last year.
So obviously you got moved to head coach with the retirement of Coach Salgo, but what other coaching staff changes were made in the offseason?
The coaching staff is pretty much all former players. That's including the summer with Junior Acme and Acme. They're all former players, players that played in college. We have a full-time pitching coach working with our pitchers all the time, which has been huge.
All right, so now moving into this year, obviously you have a huge group of seniors. Is it, about 11 seniors?
11 seniors.
So how much of an impact does having that much experience have on your team?
Veteran, the experience. We have 6 starters coming back, and it's huge to have that experience, especially in big ball games.
So then among those seniors, who would be some of the more key players among them?
Jaden would be one. Jaden Silo, he's been pitching, playing since he was a freshman. Mason Siegel, Brian Burrows, Jet Bond. We had Josiah Gomez hit .368 last year, and Stephen Diller will be our shortstop.
And then how about any key players among the underclassmen?
We have some juniors. We'll have Broden Piercefield, Micah Nostinger. We'll have Cole Becker will be our backup catcher, and Jace Castillo, who's a sophomore, is going to do some pitching.
So then, going next, how does having to practice in a gym to the beginning of the season and even to the start of the regular season, how does that impact your ability to practice?
We've been very fortunate to get outside a lot this year. Not sure. I mean, the weather's been great. We've been outside quite a bit. We've actually scrimmaged outside. But it's a challenge when you go back inside, and you just got to be creative. Baseball's it's a repetition sport, and you got to keep going.
What are some strengths and weaknesses that you see with this team this year?
The experience, pitching, and defense. And one area we worked on it today was hitting and bunting. And we need to continue to get better hitting and obviously bunting.
Are there any big challenges that you'll face this year?
Absolutely. Every game's a challenge, and the league is very strong. We have a very tough schedule. We have a lot of, D1, D2 schools. We do that to, get guys ready for, the tournament. But the league is very, very strong this year, so it'll be a challenge.
So then to go off of that, how do you see yourself and your team in the league standings?
Well, every team has a shot. Many times it depends on who's pitching. In baseball, when you go Monday, Thursday in the league, obviously you have to choose which game your main pitcher's going. But every team is going to be a challenge this year. So we just try to get better every day.
Are there any key players or key matches or games that you guys are going to have in the league?
Right now, like I said, every game will be a challenge, but probably, Brian's always a big game. Brian, you got Liberty Center, Wasion, Patrick Henry. They're all good.
And then one more question. What are you most excited for this season?
I want the kids to get better each day, enjoy the game of baseball, being with their friends, enjoy the experience of playing for your school. That's very important to me. Playing for Archbold, you get to do this one time, and I want them to enjoy it and just continue to improve every day.
All right. Thanks again for sitting down with me today.
You're welcome.